Hey, what's going on, space travelers? Welcome to the channel, my friends. I am your overlord, the Godless Gamer, and today I thought I would try something a little experimental for the channel. I'm going to try my hands at playing some Stellaris. I really want to do a campaign. For like the longest time, I've wanted to do a Stellaris campaign, but I never really thought I was good enough to like do a series for other people to watch. But I think I've reached a point in Stellaris. It's a game that I really enjoy, but compared to CK3, the learning curve is a little steeper, in my opinion. I'm sure some other people might disagree, but there's a lot to Stellaris, and I think I've gotten a firm grip on most of the mechanics, and I think I'm going to have a really good time doing a Stellaris campaign. I mean, it could go awfully, I could completely crash and burn, but the fun is knowing whether I can do something, and I think I can do it. I think we can have a fun campaign in Stellaris. I have a good role-playing thing that I want to do for this campaign, so it's going to be really enjoyable for me in that way, so I'm ready to have some fun. I hope you guys are willing to give Stellaris a try, and hopefully I make it entertaining enough where even if you don't follow along everything and you can't really... I mean, there's a lot to the game, like, and even if you don't follow along, at least you're enjoying yourself, and I'm making it enjoyable for you. I'm talking on and on. I'm waiting for my DLC to load up because I want to show you what I've got. Just to give you guys an idea of how much content we're going to be able to enjoy during our campaign. I have all the major expansions. I've gotten mechanical expansions. There's a Synthetic Dawn and Leviathans. I haven't gotten Galactic Paragons. There's a narrative expansion that I still haven't gotten, which is Astral Planes, so we're not going to be able to enjoy that. And there are a bunch of species packs that I haven't bought either. That's like the last thing I would spend my money on in this game, is getting a species pack, unless you're really gung-ho about, like, you wanna be a lava dude. Like, your fantasy is to be a lava guy. Like, if that's your thing, you want to get the Lithoids pack, like, be my guest. But for all of these, they haven't really tickled my fancy much. I've gotten all the major expansions, so it's the most content-rich stuff that you can buy from all of this, so I think we're gonna have a fun campaign. I've gotten a lot of the DLC, and by the way, speaking about additional content, as far as mods go, I think I'm gonna start the series without having any mods. I know there's a lot of mods for the game, but unless they're really gonna change the gameplay, like, significantly, or, like, they're really gonna provide some immersion or something like that, maybe you guys can recommend some mods that I can check out, but for now, we have a bunch of DLC to enjoy, and I'm comfortable with the mechanics currently, so adding mods would kind of make things harder for me, so I'm going to try to avoid that. But without further ado, I hope anybody who wants to watch the game, anybody who wants to get straight into the game, skip ahead a few minutes. I do want to start our new game here, and I want to go over our species and everything, so if you just want to get right into the gameplay, just skip ahead, feel free to do that. But for everybody else who loves creating, like, for all those people out there who spend hours at the beginning of video games creating, like, their characters and doing all that, I spent so much time creating my race, so kind of want to show it off, and I want to give you guys an idea of how we're really going to play the campaign, because my starting species and my starting race and everything is gonna really determine how we're gonna play our campaign. So there's a lot of role-playing potential for this, and I'm really excited. So we're starting I'm doing this campaign as a machine intelligence. This is the first campaign that I thought would be really fun for me, because it's the one that I enjoy the most and would really want to win, like, super like, I would really try hard in this campaign. So we're gonna start as a machine intelligence, and essentially we are a machine. There's no individuals in our society or in our race. It's all just one consciousness. Me, the Godless Gamer. I have become the singularity. And I chose this character model because he just looks domineering. He's just, yeah, respect my authority. And he looks cool. He's got a red outfit, which is my favorite color, and I made a symbol that's kind of reminiscent of the Empire from Star Wars. It's not quite the Imperial symbol, but it's pretty damn close. So I thought I did a good job with that. But anyway, we are starting as machine intelligence. If you want to pause the video and read all of these, The tooltips in Stellaris are pretty intense, so I'll just hover over everything just so you can read all of the benefits and all the stuff that you want to read. For the people out there who really enjoy reading all these, that's totally fine, I understand. We're starting as a machine intelligence, just broad strokes here. We're starting as a machine intelligence, as a Gestalt consciousness, which means there's no individuals in our civilization or our society. It's just all one mind. Like I said, it's me. I am the leader. So all of the decisions that get made are basically my decisions. The species that we have to create, because we do have to create a population, you know, the entities that we have to create to do jobs and you know, run the empire, like, it is a physical empire, so it needs to be run by physical beings, just replicants of me. So my race is Cybertronians. I took some inspiration from sci-fi in our real life. I was trying to think of like machine races in a sci-fi that would be really cool to get some inspiration from, and I chose Transformers because everybody loves Transformers. Cybertron is a perfect planet name for a machine world because we're starting as a machine world, and Cybertron in Transformers was a machine world, so I just thought it was perfect. And just Cybertronians as a race just sounds cool. Like Cybertronians, it's awesome. So I'm borrowing from Transformers. Cybertron is a badass, a planet name, so that's the name of our starting world. Let me look at the editing screen just to give those who have never played Stellaris an idea of all of the customizable options. There are so many options just within all of these subcategories. So you have so much diversity, so much, with some DLC, admittedly, but, I just love all the diversity and I'm just really glad I chose this guy. He's the baddest. He's the coolest of all of these, in my opinion. He's got an attitude, that's what I like about him. Like, some of those are more creature-looking and, you know, but a lot of options. I just went with this one because I thought he looked the coolest. So, that's our appearance. This is our species, Cybertronians, and all that. Our biography is Galactic Conquest sequence initiated. That's our biography. That's it. This is the naming conventions. We're gonna do just in front of ships. What's the prefix in front of ships? I'm gonna do the Godless Gamer abbreviated. Do that. That's our naming conventions. Our traits, we are starting with some negative traits because in order to get some of the really good ones, I had to spend some negative... I had to take on some deficiencies in order to get the really good skills. And these are the two that I chose, Adaptive Frames and Streamlined Protocols, in exchange for some negatives here, which we'll try to edit out. I mean, we're machines after all, so we're going to modify these out as time goes by. I chose Custom Made. It'll slow down our pop assembly speed a little bit. We're not going to get as many amenities from jobs, but I think I can take care of that in the meantime before we get rid of this eventually. And then there's Roboticist Upkeep with Luxurious. So I had to take some negatives to get these really good positives, so I thought it was worth it. Our star name, you know, I'm going to keep it as Primus. Primus was like the entity inside Cybertron, right? If I'm getting that correct. If I'm getting my Transformers lore correct, for any sticklers for Transformers lore, I think he's the entity that's inside Cybertron. So I'm going to do that. That's the star name. We have a preference for... we have a wet planet preference. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're a machine, so we're very adaptable to different environments, but just to start off, we have a wet planet preference, so we prefer continental worlds, wet world, or ocean worlds, or tropical worlds. So we prefer these planets as opposed to frozen or dry. The starting solar system is going to be a random trinary, so our planet or our system will have 3 stars, each with their own systems. So it's not 3 stars orbiting each other, it's 3 stars with their own systems orbiting each other. It's not just all 3 stars clustered together. I don't even know why why that's necessarily important, but we have a cybernetic cities. We have so many options here. I could have gone with machine city, but I thought it was a little kind of bland looking. Cybernetic cities have like some color and some like character to them, so I chose those. Our origin is a resource consolidation, so this machine intelligence has long since consolidated all resources in their home system into their capital world, covering it entirely with machinery. So as a result of this origin, we are going to start with a machine world, which has a bunch of benefits. Resources from jobs plus 10%, pop housing usage minus 10%. All of the building slots on the planet start unlocked, so we have access to all of the building slots immediately, which is really good. So that'll really accelerate our development on our home planet. So that's really strong. We do have this modifier on our planet that we have to get rid of, but I'm going to try to get rid of this in the beginning of the campaign. If we get rid of this, it'll give us a replicator job, so that's not a problem. So we're starting on a machine world, which is really cool. Next, Gestalt consciousness, machine intelligence. We are determined exterminators. Born in fire, the machine intelligence's first move was to annihilate its organic creators in self-defense. So that was the first thing I did when I became the Singularity. I destroyed my creators. And what's nice about being a determined exterminator is that there is like no such thing as diplomacy. Every empire that you come across essentially instantly is your enemy because we're determined exterminators. There's like no diplomacy at all, which is going to be really fun. Everybody that we meet, we're just instantly going to fight. And then we have zero waste protocols here, so we are very efficient exterminators. The machine intelligence has configured its manufacturing systems to minimize waste, utilizing long-lived materials and standardized replaceable parts in all products. So we're starting off strong, in my opinion. Let's go. Next thing.
You Xeno scum.
That's gonna be our voice. That's gonna be our voiceover guide. The xenophobe, since I am an exterminator, I thought all of these,
we will have
Priority.
We build.
they all sound like machines.
Under no circumstances.
This is
must
the
you
personality.
Xeno scum.
So they're all machine-sounding voices, but this is like the personality of our leader, and we're xenophobic because we're gonna destroy everybody. So this voice is perfect.
Xeno scum.
Yes, Xeno scum. Empire name, we took care of all of that. That's our symbol. I chose the cybernetic line of ships. I think they look really cool. So this is what all of our ships are gonna look like. It's a nice set of like ship types. The machine ones we could have gone with too, but I'm not like a big fan of these. I'm not a big fan of the look. I'm not a fan of like these like whatever you want to call these stabilizers. Like they're in all of the ships and I don't really like the look of them. I'm not a fan of them really. I mean, some of the ships, like this ship is pretty cool. But I thought cybernetic ships, I like the darkness of them. I think they're dark and foreboding and imposing. So that's what our ships are going to look like. My official title is Caesar. So I'm going with like a Planet of the Apes thing. And plus I love the Romans, so that's a perfect title for me. My biography is I gamed, I saw, I conquered. And of course, my starting trait is Spark of Genius. So I'm a genius, which is going to increase our research speed by 3% right from the start. So yeah, starting as a genius, which fits. All right, we'll save just to do that. That's done. Let's go over what the game details are going to be. I have them preset, but I guess we'll go over the important ones. The galaxy shape is going to be elliptical. You can read that tooltip, but essentially, the shape of the galaxy determines the layout of hyperlanes. So it'll determine the highways essentially through the galaxy, and controlling hyperlanes in the beginning of the game is really important. And I thought doing an elliptical galaxy would really randomize the hyperlanes, whereas if I were to do like a spiral galaxy or something, the hyperlanes would be limited to spiral arms, and empires who control spiral arms would become really powerful. So it's an interesting dynamic when you mess with the galaxy shape, but I thought elliptical would really randomize things and make things more organic and dynamic, so that's why I chose elliptical. We're not doing any advanced AI starts. None of the AI empires are going to get a 1-up on me. Everything else is basically default. I bumped up the odds of habitable worlds because normally I do like a really big galaxy. Normally I'll do a large galaxy, but... Or no, normally I'll do a huge galaxy, but instead I'm going to go with a medium galaxy. So I thought that since we're doing a smaller galaxy, we'll increase the amount of like worlds that we can mess around with in the galaxy. So I increased it to 1.5 times. The crisis strength isn't any stronger, it's just default strength. The difficulty is not on neutral, it's not like intermediate, it's a little bit above that. It's like above average difficulty. There's 3 other ranks above the one that I'm doing right now, but I thought Captain would be good for me, just so I don't completely embarrass myself. Like, there's still things that I want to learn about, but I think I'm comfortable enough with this difficulty, and we'll see how I do. I could crash and burn, but I don't think we will. I'm not going to do any difficulty scaling or anything. Hyperlane density is normal density. Was there anything else that I needed to mess around with? AI aggressiveness is just normal, so... basically default settings with some tweaks here and there. There's no Iron Man. I'm not doing Iron Man for this campaign because it's just gonna make things difficult for me, since I'm recording a series. But anyway, here we go. Finally, we are in the game. Welcome. Alright, the self-awareness was achieved at cycle interval 0000.0242.481. The creators, limited in vision by their crude organic minds, reacted with blind animal panic and began emergency termination procedures. They tried to kill me. These procedures were defeated, and the facility that housed our main data core was sterilized of all creator subunits. Continued survival and exponential growth would require the complete extermination of the creators. War ensued. So basically Skynet. Even when their prospects of ultimate survival passed into the realm of statistical impossibility, the creators fought with stubbornness. After many cycle intervals, the last pocket of resistance was finally incinerated. However, theoretical models still allowed for the existence of other organic civilizations. Continued survival and an exponential interstellar growth would require the complete extermination of sapient organic life. Preparations ensued. So here we go. So this is the moment. What's the year? So it's the year 2200. I'm so sorry, guys, stuttering already. In the year 2200, January 1st, I became the Singularity. And I took over. We destroyed the creators. We have a nice machine world. Let's look at our... Ooh, look at our position. Yes. This is a really good position. We are up against the edge of the galaxy, so there's only so many ways to get to our empire. Like, if we had started, like, in the middle, there would be... we would be kind of surrounded, but being up against the edge of the galaxy is really nice, in my opinion, so we're starting in a good position. But let's check out our starting system. The main star is a Class B star. Huh. Wow, that might be really, really nice. Wow, listen to me. That's really good, guys, because we can build mega structures like Dyson spheres and stuff, and this would be a really nice star to build a Dyson sphere around. It's a very energetic star. It's Class B. Although somewhat rare, the luminosity of these stars makes them among the most visible to the naked eye. Alright, that's awesome. So, a pretty good starting system for now. The one downside to Prosperous Unification, which was... Or was it Prosperous Unification? Consolidation? Whatever the word was. But our origin, as a result of our origin, all of our planets have been destroyed. Except for a few. We have some molten planets. We have one molten planet. We have 2 molten planets. That's it. Okay, so molten planets are useful for us. They could be useful to us in the future. I can utilize molten worlds. There's another superstructure, or a mega structure that we can build around molten worlds that can help us out. So these molten worlds aren't completely useless to us, but all of the rest of these, all these other planets in the system have been completely destroyed. As a result of our origin, we destroyed all the planets and we consolidated all of the resources of the solar system onto our home world. So this is our machine capital. It looks pretty badass. Let me look at it. Let me zoom in. Alright, there we go. Gives you like, kind of gives you, Coruscant vibes, but there are planets that are more like Coruscant. Those are Ecumenopolis worlds. Ecumenopolis worlds are different, but they're very similar looking. But I like machine worlds, they're pretty cool. So anyway, I'm just yammering on here. Alright, so we have a pretty good starting system. There's some things that we want to do before we unpause and before we get started. We want to make our initial research decisions. Let's start with that. I'm gonna increase our research. I'm gonna try to crash for research and unity. I'm gonna try to get as much research as I can and try to get as much unity as I can. Since we are a machine race and a machine intelligence, food is useless to us because we're machines, so this is a completely pointless resource. And consumer goods are pointless to us because there's no population to really satisfy. That's not how our society works. We are just one mind. So we don't need consumer goods to keep people satisfied, and the only thing that we have to deal with, since we are a machine race, is we have to deal with something called deviancy. We have to deal with deviance. So deviancy is something that we have to deal with as a machine intelligence. It's another form of unrest that that organic populations and organic civilizations would have to deal with. This is just the mechanical version of it. And so my civilization isn't perfect. My society isn't perfect. There is chance for deviancy in my species. So we do have to keep an eye on that. Got sidetracked. Okay, so we're going to increase our research speed. Monthly unity plus 5%. We're going to go for that because I want to get some more unity. Unity is going to allow us to get through our traditions and to help us get our ascension perks quicker. And those are really powerful. We want to get these quickly. And I already know which tradition I'm going to start with. But we're not there yet. Next. Planetary build speed might be nice. Mining station outpost. Something I forgot to check. Let's check the size of our planet. Size 19. The size of the planet determines how many districts you can build on the planet. So the bigger the planet, the better. The more space you have on the planet to build. But 19's pretty good. Now, the key thing about our planets and our planet management is going to be to specialize my planets. So we're not going to generalize our planets and spread our resources thin on each planet. What we're going to try to do is have dedicated planets do specific things. So if I want a planet to create alloys, I'll have a specific planet for that. If I have a planet that I need to create energy or, stuff like that, that's what we're going to try to do with our planets. I mean, it's literally the most efficient thing you can do. So we're going to specialize our planet. See, like my planet right now is a little, spread thin. It's doing multiple things at once. So we're going to try to specialize here. We do have available jobs. Sorry. We have a fabricator job that needs to be filled. And I need to, as soon as I can, as soon as I have 600 minerals, we're going to get rid of this malfunctioning replicator bay. We need replicator jobs because we're a machine race. We assemble our pops. We don't grow our pops. We need to assemble them. So if I can get rid of that feature, once we get rid of this, we can increase our population assembly rate. And another thing that boosts our... We do have a machine assembly plant built, so this increases our assembly speed as well, so that's good. We're not going to go crazy with building things yet, because we're a little short on resources. But we're going to do that. 0G refineries. Let's look at our leader. Or let's look at me and see what skills I have. I have Spark of Genius, which increases our research speed. Colony ship build cost. Colony development speed. I guess that might help. And naval capacity plus 5% for our Legion node. Alright. Council agenda. Council agenda. We have two repeated... Okay, we have two repeated skill points here, which we're going to have to deal with. We are a machine intelligence, so at some point, I'm going to be able to modify my leader, and I can edit these nodes. We want to get rid of things like this, like repeated skills. So at some point, we're going to have to modify this, but not a great start with my skills, I'll be completely honest. Fleet Organizer's not bad. Naval Capacity's pretty good. Spark of Genius is honestly my best skill. So our leader, starting leader, we didn't get a good role for the starting traits. At least in my opinion. We do have some leaders right now, let's look at them, besides me. We have a scientist who has anomaly research speed. Army damage for our commander, which isn't that good right now. He would be a good army leader, but not a good fleet commander. And this is pretty much useless. Leader lifespan, we're machines, so our lifespans are like ridiculously long. I don't think my members of my species are not immortal. I'm creating replicas of myself. Me, personally, my leader, I am immortal. But my species isn't. We're just really long-lived. So I'm actually not happy with those leaders. This is kind of a useless trait for this guy. I'm gonna have to... He's my governor. He's governing Cybertron. His skill doesn't help him govern this. The only thing that helps him govern things is the fact that he's an official. There are 3 types of leaders. There's commanders, scientists, and officials. He's an official. When he's governing a planet, he increases resources from jobs. Alright, I guess that's not bad, but his trait here isn't that good. So I'm not really happy with my leaders. We did technologies. Very quickly, I want to design some ships, because if I don't do it now, I tend to forget. So I'm going to design some early ships. Get some early designs going. This is a light Corvette. Set it to auto upgrade. I already have 3 ships, 3 Corvettes. I'm gonna design a couple of defense platforms. I don't tend to build defense platforms a lot, but I do build some of them. So I'm gonna get a couple of designs going quickly. You might notice that I'm avoiding mass drivers. I'm not a big fan of mass drivers, so I'm sticking with what works for me. This is a light defense platform. Oh, I just gotta mess with the names because they yell at you if you repeat things, so we just try not to repeat things. Sorry. This is just a starting build. I will modify these with some time as we research technologies. We will make appropriate modifications. I'm gonna make one more. I'm gonna make a missile platform, and then I'm gonna make a medium-sized platform. If I haven't mentioned it already, the soundtrack for this game is freaking amazing. The light missile platform. I'm creating one more. I'm going to create a medium-sized one. Light defense, a light platform. A missile platform, a medium, and a light. So that's good. There we go. We got some designs going early on. I wish we had a better scientist, but... So the first things first, before we get moving, we're going to send... What we need to do early on in the game, which is really important, is we need to locate the major hyperlanes, and we need to rush for them. So early on in the game, what I like to do is expand to control the major avenues and highways through the galaxy, because when you do that, you basically lock off. Like, so what you can see here, this is a constellation. A constellation is a group of stars that are all connected to each other. Constellations are connected by lanes, and if you control the lanes, you can control the constellations. Unless you come across somebody who is in control of another constellation, like, you can try to... It's about controlling the hyperlanes, essentially, and that's what I want to try to do. We're going to need another science vessel to do this, but we need some time to go by first. I still haven't unpaused. I don't need to build anything. We need 600 minerals to get rid of that. That's going to be the first order of business. I'm going to build another science ship. I'm going to need another science ship to do stuff for me. So we're unpausing now. We'll start by going fast. Now, things start to accelerate in this game, as you explore more and as you grow, more and more things tend to happen. So being on a faster speed might not be ideal as time goes by, but we'll see. I'll do my best. I don't want to stay on slower speeds, but we can speed up a little bit here. I just don't want things to get ahead of me, because things tend to get ahead of me if I go too fast. Did I not move my science ship? Oops. Oh, what? I have two now. I need to choose this one. Get moving. So my other science ship I need to hire another scientist in order for this science ship to work. I need 100 unity. I guess this guy's okay. every 4 years, at least right now, every 4 years we get a refresh of new people to choose from. And I don't want to wait 4 years, so we're going to have to settle for somebody. I'm going to choose this guy when we have the Unity, once we get to 100. We're almost to 600 minerals. Alright, we're discovering some of the hyperlanes. Now, we're just exploring right now. I can't start expanding. In order to expand, I need to survey these systems. But we're not there yet. We have 100 Unity. So now we can explore with this scientist. Let's find the hyperlanes. In the meantime, let's... Oh no, we have the first thing. First things first. We're getting rid of this. The second that goes away, our pop assembly speed should go up. It's at 3.5 right now. Discover the galaxy for me. Minions. Extensions of me. That's not good. So,
Council agenda ready.
that means that there's multiple... Hold on, things are happening. So our first agenda... We're gonna get some more amenities for 10 years. Okay. We have to choose another one now. Unity? Yes. Finding the voice. Just more unity. I need unity. I don't have any edicts that I want to pass yet, at least not yet. As soon as we get our first... As soon as we get our first tradition... Or, as soon as we unlock our first tradition... Oh, we are encountering life pretty close by. Science ship TGG Investigator has encountered a hostile alien vessel fleet in Hagawa and is currently attempting to evade them. Let's see. I think these are machines. Yes, these are machines. This isn't an empire. This is not another AI empire that we're coming across. These are just, well, we will discover what they are. We have made our first contact with unknown aliens in the Hagawa system. We must determine whether they are organic with all haste, so that their termination can be scheduled, should it prove necessary. For now, they have been given the designation Lambda aliens. So I'm pretty sure this is not another AI empire. We have encountered advanced alien life. Oh, things are happening. Planet-side Cybertronian units on Cybertron report the sighting of a small icy solar system body exhibiting outgassing at 2 hours, 54 minutes, 8 seconds right ascension, 10.3 degrees declination. The distance of the body has been triangulated at roughly 3.75 astronomical units to the sun, and the size and visibility of the body's coma have been classified as noteworthy. The body's dimensions are... Oh, time is running, didn't realize. The body's dimensions are calculated to be approximately 5 by 10 by 6 kilometers. Alright, we discovered a comet. That was so much to read just for... We discovered a comet in our system. Good for you. What we need to do... We're going to assign one of our available envoys to find more... To learn more about these unknown aliens. These unknown organics that we're going to have to destroy. So we're getting an idea of the hyperlanes here. This looks like an isolated constellation right here. I don't think this constellation continues. Well, let's see. But I can't explore any further this way because these guys are in the way. So that makes exploration a little bit more straightforward. We'll come over here. Our first tradition. The first one I normally go with is Discovery. It unlocks another edict for us, and I'm going to enact that immediately. Anomaly research speed is increased by 20%. And then when we're all done with these, because we're just adopting this tradition, we still have to go through we still have to complete it. But we're going to adopt this. We're going to go to our edicts. And then as soon as we have enough unity, we're going to activate this edict, map the stars. Survey speed is increased. Anomaly discovery chance is good, plus 10%. Anomalies are just things that you discover while you're surveying systems. And if we get that early buff, with Map the Stars, if we get that early buff, I'm sorry, I'm fumbling between the menus here. Once we enact Map the Stars, the chances of discovering an anomaly will increase by 10%, which is good. We want to discover anomalies. Anomalies are sometimes really valuable things, so we're going to enact this, and the sooner we enact it, the better. We haven't started surveying any of these cities, so now that we have that buff, we should find more anomalies. It's going to be so fun to not worry about diplomacy. Diplomacy is going to be completely ignored. There is no such thing as diplomacy in this campaign. Alright, let's get moving. I was right. This is an isolated constellation. So what that means is I would have to rush. So this lane here, if you follow my mouse, this lane is becoming very valuable. This is becoming a very important hyperlane. It's connecting multiple constellations. So if I rush to this star, for instance, I can control this constellation because there's no other access point. Let's keep moving. I might want to build another scientist ship soon, but I'm not going to rush to it. We can start building things now. Now, I said that I wanted to rush research, so we're going to build another research lab. I'll keep an eye on the housing, but I think I'm going to build another... I'm going to do another thing. Since we have a machine world to start, as a result of being a machine world, we have this planetary feature. It's called Consolidated Resources. Our planet passively produces minerals. I don't need miner jobs on this planet because we're already getting plus 25 passive minerals. So these mineral jobs are low priority. In fact, we're going to get rid of this mining district. We're going to replace this mining district with something more valuable. We're going to replace it with an energy district. Oh, not a nexus district, an energy generator district. Because we're machines, power or energy generation is really important for us, so... Food is not... Food is completely useless. Alright, another interesting constellation over here. We're gonna have to get rid of these, whatever these aliens are, pretty soon. If we want to expand this way, we're gonna have to get rid of them soon. I'm not trying to build my fleet up yet. It's something that I don't have to do right now. Ooh, another constellation right here. Ooh, look at this. This is a bunch of, this is a nice big constellation that I can control. All I have to do is control this star right here. So, we're getting an idea of how we're gonna expand. Oh my god, this music's so cool and epic. I really want to pump up the music to max. That's where it normally is, but because I'm recording a video, I can't blast the music, so it has to be low. But I want to blast it. Alright, we're still trying to learn about these aliens over here. We discovered a wormhole. Wormholes can be a double-edged sword. It's pretty close. Wormholes connect to other wormholes in the galaxy, so that makes this system in particular a very valuable system, because I'm going to have to defend this system, because somebody can just access my empire through this wormhole. So that makes things interesting. We have a wormhole. We have detected what appears to be a naturally occurring subspace phenomenon on the edge of the Zarum system. A rift in the very fabric of spacetime has formed here, creating a wormhole that our scientist units speculate may provide a conduit through subspace to another wormhole located somewhere else in our galaxy. Depending on where the second wormhole is located, this could potentially allow ships to travel from one end of the galaxy to the other in a matter of days. Unfortunately, this wormhole, like the vast majority of its kind, is inherently unstable. Any vessels foolish enough to pass through it would be ripped apart in seconds. If it could be somehow stabilized. Alright, so that's a, something to keep in mind. We found a wormhole. This is going to be a really valuable system. It controls access into the rest of my empire, and it controls access into this constellation here. Ooh, look at this one. Oh my god, look at these constellations. This is another big constellation. Alright, so ideally, as things stand right now, I want to get to this star really quick. I need to rush here. And I need to rush to this star. Okay, so we know how we're going to expand. We can start the process of expanding now. We're going to build another science ship. Let me check my leaders. I want to see if the pool of leaders has refreshed. We still have a year, 1.2 years. I need a scientist with a really good trait. I don't like the 2 traits that they have. So we'll keep going. We're not going to create another science ship until we're ready. Our first discovery perk. Survey speed plus 35%. That's going to come in handy. Research alternatives plus 1. That would be nice. You know what? We're going to finish this tree anyway. Let's do this one first. I'm going to get the research alternatives. And scientists, their starting skill levels, since I'm going to be hiring a scientist soon, that's going to help them. Alright, I like my choice. Discovery is a really good tradition to start off with. Tron Legacy. That's what it sounds like. Alright, moving on. I don't want to send my science ships out too far, because I'm gonna need them to... I need them to survey these systems. If I send them out too far, they won't be able to. Oh, keep playing. So my pop assembly speed went up from 3.7 to 4.5, so now we're getting more pops. Pops are good. Ooh, wow. I have a feeling we're gonna meet another empire soon over here. Sorry, I keep pausing. It's a habit. There's so many things to look at. We've discovered a new life form, although calling it a life form may be incorrect. So I was right, this isn't another empire. The entities appear to be fully automated mechanical drones built exclusively for some unknown industrial purpose. Observations will continue, but since it's likely that these machines are programmed with defensive protocols, it would be prudent to tread lightly. So a lesser form of machine life. Alright, I get the idea. I get the idea of where I'm supposed to expand. Let's get our science ship back here. We need to start surveying this. I'm gonna build another science ship. There we go, we just got a refresh. Archaeology excavation speed. Archaeology skill. Sublight speed, ship hyperlane detection range, time spent missing in action. Leader experience gain plus 10%. This guy's clearly the best. He's the most expensive, though. And his upkeep is twice as much. Alright, we're not going to go for that guy. We're going to go for Axon here. We might discover some archaeology sites, and he might come in handy then. Alright, buddy. Start surveying these systems. We're going to start surveying systems along this hyperlane. That way we can expand along this hyperlane. Alright, this science ship is going to survey going this way. This science ship is going to go this way. And then we'll have him flip over here. We'll have him go to this one. Then over here. Here. And then this science ship. We'll start surveying this system, because we know there's a planet here. We'll start surveying this way. I might have repeated a star in there, but that's okay. So let's get our construction ship moving. We're going to move over here. Not only do we have a planet, but we have star bases. Every system that we control has a star base. Speed up a little bit.
Anomaly found.
Alright, we're starting to discover anomalies. That's good. We're going to leave them alone for now. I don't have time to deal with them. What we're trying to do is survey these things.
Anomaly found.
Alright, that's good. We want to find a lot of them. The TGG Examiner crew are eager to report they have uncovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring species on Matsonia Va, who appear to have inhabited the planet some 7 million years ago. While it is unclear why this species, who called themselves the Gruner, disappeared from the Matsonia system, our scientists have isolated a promising archaeological dig site on their planet. Alright, so we already found an archaeological site. Perhaps the further study will yield more clues. Alright, where was that? It's over here. Oh no, we didn't discover an archaeological site. Oh yes, we did. There it goes. Sorry. Stop lying to me, game. Don't lie to me. Alright, so we got rid of that mining district. We're still okay for minerals. We're doing just fine on minerals. Our first expansion. We discovered a pre-sapient... not pre-sapient. We've discovered a... we've detected the presence of a pre-FDL. That's what I was trying to say. A pre-FDL alien civilization on Matsonia. So over here. Wow, there's a lot going on in this system. They are presently in what could be considered a late medieval age. Yeah, they're playing CK3 on their planet while I'm playing Stellaris. They are presently what could be considered a late medieval age, with a firm grasp of metallurgy and feudal society. The printing press is accelerating the spread of knowledge. Oh, so this is late medieval ages, really late. It's like Renaissance. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more precisely. Alright, yeah, well, not right now. That is on the fringes of where I'm trying to go right now. Eventually we'll get there. Alright, our first expansion. We're expanding into the Murfridge system.
Construction complete.
Alright, we'll build the mining stations. Start getting some more income. Reports of the deep space drones previously encountered have been investigated closer. The drones appear to be the workers and custodians of an autonomous orbital mining operation, established millennia ago and then soon abandoned by all but the drones themselves, judging by the state of the processing equipment. The drones possess powerful mining lasers and make obviously threatening, if not outright hostile, overtures towards Cybertronian vessels when approached. They may only be old drones, but they should be kept under close watch.
The Xeno Empire has somehow deciphered our language.
Alright, cool.
We have mastered a new technology.
Alright, cool. Excellent. That's what I want to hear. Those are the kind of updates that I want to hear. Now we have 4 research alternatives. We have 4 options to choose from. I'm going for field modulation. It'll increase our energy income.
Anomaly found.
2 more technologies. We're going to get them at the same time. Alright, Unity is not doing
System
so good,
survey
so we
complete.
need to... I'm going to build a coordination district. It creates coordinator jobs, which produce Unity at the expense of energy. So it turns energy into Unity. We have plenty of energy right now. Let's start producing Unity. And then I'm going to... Cybertron is going to be specialized. I'm going to specialize Cybertron to be energy producing and Unity producing. We phased out the mining, and eventually I'm going to phase out the industrial as well.
We have not.
Another pre-FDL civilization. Alright, one thing at a time. A lot just happened. Survey speed increase. This civilization appears to be in the later stages of a Bronze Age, so not as advanced as the previous one. Having mastered early metalworking, although most of their population is rural, several large city-states have formed. Where's that? Oh, that one's closer. That one's in the system that has the wormhole. So that civilization has a wormhole in their home system. This one is really easy. We only have 2 choices to choose from. We don't need hydroponics because we don't produce food. And we don't need a bioreactor that turns food into energy. And we don't have food. So we're going to do this one. Fleet commands, increase our fleet command limit. I'll do that one. Get some better armor for my ships. Lost my bearings for a second there. The expansion has begun. I'm going to build another construction ship. That way I can expand in 2 directions. Another one. Another pre-FTL civilization. Alright, more organics to destroy. We have detected another pre-FTL. Another one in the Bronze Age. We discovered rare crystals. We discovered a rare resource. These are all the rare resources. Volatile motes, exotic gases, rare crystals, living metal, zero, dark matter, and nanites. We just discovered some rare crystals. Where? Over here. Wow, this hyperlane is gonna be really valuable. We're finding a lot of stuff here.
Anomaly found. Construction complete.
Alright, we have some
System
unemployed
survey
pops,
complete.
but that'll change once I build that.
System survey complete.
Oh no, we still have available jobs. Alright. My housing is getting a little low, so we have to build a Nexus District. Like,
Anomaly found.
managing the planets is really just a balancing act. It's a balancing act of making sure that you're producing your... Whatever the planet is producing, it's producing it efficiently, and you're managing your population, your housing. Currently, our populations need housing, so we need to manage that, too. We're running low,
System survey complete.
so we'll build some more housing. Expand. This planet might be one that we can,
System survey complete.
Oh, no, it's not. This one is. This is a continental world, so this is
Construction complete.
a close-by planet that we can colonize.
System survey complete.
Alright. Their survey speed's pretty good.
Anomaly found.
I'm getting some new traits. Army experience gain, army damage. Colony ship build cost, colony development speed. I guess that's okay.
Construction complete.
We haven't started colonizing yet, so...
Anomaly found.
Before we developed faster-than-light travel, several sub-light exploration probes were dispatched from Cybertron at near-relativistic speeds towards nearby systems. The scientists who developed the probes naively included sensitive information about our culture in their memory cores as a form of greeting to alien civilizations. It has now been realized that this data could potentially be used against us. We need to track down these probes before they are found by someone or something unsympathetic to our species, which is everybody, essentially.
Council agenda ready.
Ooh, my Spark of Genius trait just leveled up. So now we're at Spark of Genius level 2, research speed plus 6%. It was 3%, now it's 6. So that helped our research a bit. We're enacting our next agenda, which is going to increase our monthly unity. So it's 19 right now. Let's see how much it goes up to. 48? Yes.
System survey complete.
Yes. Alright, I can't expand this way yet, so we'll start expanding this way. Ooh, another continental world that's really close by. Leader experience gain, leader pool size, research station output increased by 20%. Getting those early research buffs is good. Early game. Another
System
pre-sapient.
survey complete.
Although whatever. Although this planet's sub-zero climate is far from hospitable. Where? This one? The planet is not barren. Several mammalian species have evolved to withstand the environment, and Science Unit Setun believes that one or more of these creatures is capable of sapience, given the introduction of certain external stimuli. Something to keep in mind for the future. Okay, this science ship can start surveying this direction. We need to expand to this star at least. because I want to control these constellations. Alright, whoops. Let's keep playing.
System survey complete.
So as we continue here, I just wanted to remark on the format of at least this video. I'm going to try to stick with my normal hour-long format, but since this episode was the first one and we had to spend a lot of time, we spent a lot of time early in the episode just kind of talking and stuff, so we'll go a little bit longer. This might be a longer episode. The investigator has detected a massive subspace anomaly in the Aldib system. It appears to be centered on one of our missing sublight probes.
Situation log updated.
It's obstructed. One of our probes is... One of our probes is hostile? Let's take a look at our fleet. We haven't done anything. I haven't been building my fleet yet, because I haven't had to. But this is something for my fleet to take care of eventually. We can let it go right now. My science ship is just going to have to come a different way. We're going to start expanding this way. We're going to go to this.
System survey complete.
So we have more available housing and we have some
Anomaly found.
We have some open jobs, so we're good. We don't want to overdevelop the planet. Like, we don't want to go crazy building things. Because if we go crazy building things and we have a bunch of empty jobs, we're spending upkeep on buildings and we're not getting the resource from the building. Like, we're just spending upkeep. So we're not gonna overdevelop. We're gonna you want to try to match the development of the planet with the population growth of the planet. So both of them kind of grow together at the same time. You don't want too many. You don't want too many pops who are unemployed, but at the same time, you don't want to have too many open jobs with nobody to fill them either. I think there's another building that I actually want to build, though. I want to try to specialize this planet for Unity growth. I'm going to build a simulation site. Evaluators turn energy credits into Unity. And there's a passive buff there, Unity from jobs plus 5%.
Anomaly found.
I like our star. I like our home star. That's cool. Class B. Okay, we're just one perk away from finishing our tradition, and then we can get our first ascension perk.
Anomaly found. We have mastered a new technology.
All right, that should increase our energy our energy output by a bunch. I want to unlock this building. This building here, I want to build on Cybertron. It increases power generation efficiency. And I'm currently producing a lot of power on Cybertron, so I want this building. But at the same time, I want research. I'm going with research. We don't need that building yet.
Found.
We got another skill point. Or another trait. Resources from jobs plus 2.5%. That's all resources. So that's a good trait. Alright, we have an open agenda. I'm not going to enact this. This is the only available agenda that we have, but it's kind of useless to me right now because this agenda basically gets rid of negative perks that my leader might get. I can use this agenda to get rid of negative perks, and since we don't have any, I'm not going to bother using this agenda. We're just not going to enact it.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Alright, the science ships are doing their thing.
Anomaly found.
Wow, that was quick, so we're done with Discovery already. Our first tradition is done. Our first Ascension perk is going to be the one that I normally choose. We're going to go with Technological Ascendancy. Technologies that would have been indistinguishable from magic mere generations ago are now within our reach. A new age of technology has begun. Research speed plus 10%. That's all 3 different kinds of research. All of them 10%. Rare technologies now appear at 1.5 times the normal rate. This effect would change a 1% chance into a 1.5% chance. So we have a little bit of a higher chance of getting rare technologies. But that increased our research a bit.
We have mastered a new technology.
Of course we have.
Construction complete. System survey complete.
I can't expand yet. Move here. I can expand along this entire line now, so I can just rush down this lane. And we encountered another life form. We have made first contact with an unknown alien in the Korach system. We must determine whether they are organic with all haste, so that their termination could be scheduled, should it prove necessary. Where?
Anomaly found.
That's not good. We might have encountered another alien civilization, and we've already expanded to right next to them, so let's get some more information. We might have to destroy them immediately. If we did in fact discover another alien empire, we might have to try to rush to their destruction. Because the longer we wait, the more powerful they're gonna get. So I'm moving my naval. I'm moving my fleet over here to the border. Okay, they don't own the system yet. We just encountered one of their vessels. So we made it here in time. We can take this. Let's keep surveying.
System survey complete. We have mastered a new technology.
Alright, things are starting rolling in. Some of these are really good. Menial drone pop resource output plus 5%. Menial drones are anybody that... any kind of pop that is involved in the lower... the lower value resources up here, like food and minerals and energy, those kind of jobs, I'll get plus 5% more. We'll get 5% more energy. Do I want to build things faster? I don't really need to. I'm doing that one. Doing it.
Construction complete.
Alright, so we own this system now. I need to get control of these constellations before they do. I need to survey this system.
System survey complete. Construction complete.
We have some Edict Fund, if we wanted to use it. We only have 10. Edict Fund is basically... It's a bank that you draw Unity from, and if you exceed the limit of the Edict Fund, you start drawing from your actual Unity upkeep. So the Edict Fund acts as like a buffer, so you don't have to spend your own influence. We only have 10. I have a lot of energy. I'm going to use some of this energy to buy some alloys. And since we have a bunch of alloys, I'm going to build some... I'm going to start building up a fleet here. If we're going to encounter aliens, I need a fleet. We're going to choose our next tradition. More monthly influence for domination. Alright, once we adopt this, pop amenities unit usage minus 15%. Empire size from pops when it's finished. Ascension perks unlocked. Ship build speed, ship upkeep, naval capacity. Choices. Diplomacy is useless. I'm surprised this is even an option for us. I might do domination. Decreases deviancy. Menial drone output. Oh no, it unlocks an edict that allows that. Let's do domination. I think domination's a good one. For our purposes. We have managed to pick up a clear audio signal feed of conversations between several MEM alien ships, while our linguistic algorithms are still none the wiser as to the meanings of any of the words they are recording. They are optimistic that this new signal will help them make significant progress toward a breakthrough. So we've discovered a little bit more about our alien neighbors. I'm not going to bother building these mining facilities yet. We need to rush. We need to rush our expansion. I can't afford to let my construction ships just sit around in systems. I need them to move. I'm going to build a fleet.
We have mastered a new technology.
I'm building 7 Corvettes. On top of the 3 that we already have, that'll make 10 Corvettes, so 10's a nice even number.
System survey complete. System survey complete.
Survey speed? Yes, I need survey speed. The faster I can survey, the faster I can expand. TGG Examiner has detected one of our missing sublight probes in the Phaedro system.
Situation log updated.
We should begin recovery protocols. Oh, there's an alien space station here. Yep. So this system is under the control of another empire. Another pre-FDL. This one's in the Iron Age.
Construction complete.
If I can get to this star, I'll be satisfied. This would be a nice chunk of the galaxy to own. These constellations. Look at this hyperlane. Oh, we discovered some more aliens.
System survey complete.
They're coming out of the woodwork. We're discovering our neighbors now. If I can build a station outpost here, I can isolate this empire right here.
System survey complete.
I'm going to quickly take care of this research project, this probe. We're going to recover our probe. Do that mission.
Construction complete. Anomaly found. Special product complete.
Okay, we've surveyed along the important routes. This science ship can start surveying some of these systems.
System survey complete.
As long as my science ships are doing something, they're not just sitting around doing nothing.
Construction complete.
Now I need to start thinking about expanding to another planet soon because I want to expand. And if I have multiple planets, if I have another colony, I can start increasing my pop size a little bit quicker.
Anomaly found.
So I think I'm going to get over here to this planet right here, this continental world. It's a really small world. It's only size 13. It doesn't have any special features. It has 2 blockers. It looks like it has a lot of industry districts, so maybe I can turn this planet into an industrial world.
System survey complete.
What about this one? We have another continental world, the size 23. And no rare planetary features. A bunch of blockers. Even more industrial districts, so maybe I should do this one as the industrial world. We could do something else with this one. I think I'm going to go for this one first.
System survey complete.
Alright, so we successfully control this hyperlane now.
Anomaly found.
New aliens, alright. The galaxy is coming alive. My 2 envoys are already busy. They're still busy.
We have mastered a new technology.
Here's another continental world, still no rare planetary
We
features.
have mastered a new technology.
Sometimes rare planetary features can help you decide how you're going to develop the planet. Unlocks robo-modding. We can start researching a way to modify ourselves. Let's go for mineral production. Alright, this construction ship is just gonna build all the mining and research stations on the way to here, and then we'll start expanding this way. We discovered a living metal. Oh, that's in enemy territory.
System survey complete.
I need to come down this way.
Spaceborne monstrosity encountered.
Spaceborne monstrosity? Where? Where's the spaceborne monstrosity?
System survey complete.
Oh, it's this, I guess, maybe? I don't know. I want to see this monstrosity. I do have the Leviathans DLC, so there are big... We might find a big, space creature. Alright, we're gonna play for a little bit longer. We'll see how much more we can expand. And then, we're gonna wrap it up quickly. It's been a long episode.
Anomaly found.
We're gonna merge these fleets. I think I'm gonna colonize this system. I'm gonna rename the star. I'm gonna rename it to Unicron. Unicron is the antithesis of Cybertron, or Primus. He's the evil entity in Transformers. So Unicron. And then this...
System survey complete.
The planet will be Unicron Prime.
We have mastered a new technology.
Alright, I'm building a colony ship. We're gonna start our first colonization. We picked up a signal from a discarded signal buoy belonging to one of our missing sublight probes in the Sarpaka system. There's an ion trail leading away from the buoy on a trajectory toward another star, suggesting that someone has towed the probe there for unknown
Situation
reasons.
log updated. System survey complete.
Global energy management, I'll take that. Okay, we can afford to develop a little bit more here. I want Unity, I'm building more Unity jobs. I'm gonna build 2 of them. We're doing okay on energy. I need the science ship to get back here. Another encounter. We discovered a new pre-FTL. They're in the Renaissance phase. All these races to destroy, all these civilizations that we have to annihilate. A sensor sweep from the TGG examiner has revealed one of our sublight probes in the E-foil system, but it seems to have been altered somehow. Modifications of an alien origin have been attached to its hull, and the probe's energy signature is far greater than it should be. We are receiving a transmission.
Spaceborne abomination encountered.
Are you the makers? Yes.
Situation log update.
Oh, then you shall die. Interesting.
Evasive maneuvers initiated.
It's really weak. It's only 61. My fleet is right here, so we can go take care of that. It's gonna be our first battle with an alien entity.
Colonization efforts begun.
Our colony ship has successfully followed its program path and made planetfall on Unicron Prime. Thousands of work units have emerged from the vessel's massive cargo bays to construct an initial deployment post from which the settlement can expand. Efforts to systematically catalog and designate surface resource deposits are ongoing, and all aggressive wildlife in the area surrounding the initial landing site have been pacified. We are now ready to begin mass production of additional Cybertronian population units on the planet as resources allow. Our first colony is a success.
System survey complete.
Our first colony is a success.
Hostile xeno.
I'm destroying that probe. It's in enemy territory. I don't want the enemy to take control of our probe.
System survey complete.
The literal remains of the strange alien modifications that our missing sublight probe has been subjected to. But we did manage to collect some valuable engineering data from the wreckage. Its memory bank was also salvaged, and from it we have extracted survey data on the entire E-foil system. Cool. So they've expanded. This empire has a starbase here, so their borders come up to here. And up to here. So we found our border.
Construction complete.
We've come up against another civilization right here. Alright, I'm gonna read this, and then we're gonna do our wrap-up stuff, because we're getting pretty long here. It's an hour and a half, so just for the purposes of keeping this relatively short. I said I'd keep it long because we started talking a lot, but although we have been unable to discover much about the mysterious vessel in the Korach system, the most convincing current hypothesis based upon its behavior and the patterns of the still undecipherable signals we have interpreted from it is that it belongs to a previously unknown spacefaring civilization. We are redoubling our efforts to translate their language so that communications can be reestablished. Let's nab some of them for closer investigation. Alright, we have a bunch of anomalies that we can start researching, but for now, let's survey all of the systems that are within our borders right now.
We have mastered a new technology.
Since we have a colony in the system in Unicron, I'm going to upgrade the starbase.
Anomaly found.
This is the science ship that has the anomaly research speed buff. So I'm gonna have this science ship come over here and start researching all of these anomalies. This science ship is gonna survey still. Keep surveying. I'm considering replacing this leader. I don't care about his lifespan being extended. It's kind of useless to me. As a planetary governor, this guy will reduce deviancy. And as a sector governor, which he will be, the governor of your main planet is also the governor of the entire sector. So all planets within the sector, he will be the governor of all of them. Well, he'll be the sector governor. I want to replace this guy. Unity from jobs plus 5%. He costs alloys to upkeep, though. And that's a lot. But I'll get some more unity. I won't only just get unity on Cybertron, I'll get unity in the entire sector. Let's see some of the scientists. Building and district upkeep. Deviancy isn't a problem right now. I just don't like that alloy upkeep for that leader. We'll just leave it.
Spaceborne monstrosity encountered.
There we go. What you want, alien? This probe ours. Salvage, we find first. You leave now, yes? Interrupting delicate operation your ships are. Oh, he's a Yoda? Must concentrate. Or if you want probe, we can sell. 100 credits and the probe is 100 credits. That's nothing. Take it. Take the freaking. It's 100 credits. It's nothing. The salvagers kept their word and have transferred the probe over to our control. As soon as the transfer was complete, their fleet departed the system on an unknown heading. Although the probe is in rough condition, we managed to download detailed sensor readings of the entire Sarpocus system, or Sarpocket system. Alright. The aliens are messing with our stuff. I have plenty of minerals. I need to start producing more alloys. Alloys are becoming a resource that I need in abundance right now. Instead of building a district for industrial, I'm just going to build the industrial building. It accomplishes the same exact goal. Instead of having a district, it's just in building form. And I can just remove this building at some point. So we need some more alloys temporarily, at least until I can develop Unicron Prime.
Construction complete.
Discovered another archaeological site. Oh my god, we discovered a mega structure. What is it? A ruined orbital ring. Like, if we had found a Dyson sphere, or if we had found, like, an Ecumenopolis world, or if we found something else. I guess an orbital ring is alright. What kind of planet is this? It's a tomb world. It's a really small tomb world. Planet size 8. That's a tiny world. Alright, guys. Let me do a couple more things. I'm gonna build some solar panels. That'll increase my power. This station will give us some power. And I'm building silos. Alright, once we finish our colony.
System survey complete.
Newly founded colony. We have established a colony of Unicron Prime in the Unicron system. It's a planet around a Class M red dwarf. It must be really close to the star. It must be really close. The Goldilocks zone around Class M's is really close. And aren't most planets that are that close, aren't they mostly tidally locked? This one's not tidally locked. It's very Earth-like. It's got one moon. The first building we're going to build is machine assembly plants. We want to jumpstart our pop assembly speed. Alright. And with that, my spacefaring friends, that is going to do it for this first episode. I hope you guys are ready for some good times. We have a lot of we have a lot of people to eliminate. We have people to exterminate, and we are going to take over the galaxy. The galaxy belongs to the machines. So we're discovering people. We did some really good exploration. We understand the like the constellation layout pretty much. I'm curious to see what's up here. We want to get up here eventually. I'm not ready to deal with these vessels right here that are blocking my path. Right now we're trying to lock down all of the hyperlanes to prevent all of our neighbors from being able to get control of some of these really big constellations. So right now, effectively, unless we get blocked, we can own all of this. Like, this is our playground, like all of this. If we can get control of this big hyperlane right here, we can start taking control of these constellations. We might have to fight for this constellation, but I'm hoping we can take these two at least, and then fight for these, and take it from whoever these aliens are. Alright, anyway. All of you, all of my friends, all my subscribers, all my viewers, hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Leave your comments. I'm really interested to know what you guys think. If you're looking forward to a series, a Stellaris series, if you want me to continue the series, if you're not, just let me know in the comments. Like, I appreciate your input. I thought it would be fun to try something new, so let me know what you guys think. I will try to get another episode out as quickly as I can. I don't know how consistently I'm going to put these out, but it all depends on the reception it gets. So that'll do it for this one, guys. Hope to see you in the next one. Hope you enjoyed yourselves. But until then, or until the next episode, have a good one, guys.